Excessively censored by YouTube and SPLC.
Warning. This is not your safe space. Move along, now.
New developments from Sonoma County, where an 8th suspect is in custody after 3 violent home invasions.
Police say it was a senseless murder stemming from an argument over a social media post.
In the middle of the day, and a lot of people are around to help her out, so I'm glad that there are a lot of people. Yeah.
Also tonight, a man is under arrest after police say he tried to run over a local state
Police
senator.
arrested 4 people and charged in connection with the murder of 39-year-old Jennifer Bartell.
This is serious now. You know, this is serious. This is an attempted murder.
He came up and started yelling at me, and then he wrapped his arm around me and started to choke me.
Well, court documents reveal there were 4 people arrested, one of them firing the fatal shots, and the other 3 suspects were there when it happened, one of them even bringing the gun and hiding it in their own home.
This is serious now. You know, this is serious. This is an attempted murder. This is serious now. You know, this is serious now. This is serious now. This is serious now. Serious now.
Damn!
Now YouTube censored. Now YouTube censored.
I'm mad as hell right now. Yes, I am.
Viewer discretion is advised. Mama Black.
This program contains language and sequences some viewers may find disturbing.
New developments from Sonoma County, where an 8th suspect is in custody after 3 violent home invasions. The sheriff's office says today that 19-year-old Jade Johnson was arrested last Thursday in North Carolina. The 7 other suspects are set to appear in court today. Sheriff's officials say the group broke into 3 homes in Petaluma last week and tied up and beat the victims while searching for cannabis. 4 of the suspects were arrested after a chase.
Tonight, a big and quick break for reports of detectives in a deadly shooting from earlier this week. Police arrested 4 people and charged in connection with the murder of 39-year-old Jennifer Bartell. The shooting happened Wednesday on Cushing Street in Craddock. And 10 of your side's Asia Tolliver has more on what we know about these arrests. Asia?
Well, court documents reveal there were 4 people arrested, one of them firing the fatal shots, and the other 3 suspects were there when it happened, one of them even bringing the gun and hiding it in their own home. Police say it was a senseless murder stemming from an argument over a social media post. Court documents reveal Jennifer Bartell's daughter and friend got into an argument with one of the suspects, Pierce. But Pierce wasn't alone. 3 other suspects were also there when it happened. Court documents say as the altercation escalated, Bartell came out of a nearby home. That's when Bowen shot at Bartell multiple times. He told police he emptied his magazine. Police say when they got there, they found Bartell with a gunshot wound to the stomach. They took her to the hospital where she later died. Documents say police found all of the suspects at this home just a few minutes away from the crime scene. Police spoke with 3 of the suspects but were told Bowen was not there. Documents say police searched the home and found Bowen hiding and the gun that fired the fatal shots. The documents say Bowen told police he shot Bartell in self-defense. He says he thought she had a gun and was trying to cock it just before he fired. Bowen says Cooley took the gun from him and hid it for him. I asked police if Bartell had a gun on her at the time of the shooting, and they tell me that's all a part of the ongoing investigation. Bowen is being held without bond, and the other 3 suspects have since been released. Bowen's next court date is May 11th. Live in Portsmouth, Aisha Tolliver, 10 on your side.
Also tonight, a man is under arrest after police say he tried to run over a local state senator. 40-year-old James Taliaferro now faces attempted murder charges after police say he tried to hit Senator Louise Lucas with his car. But that's not the only thing that happened in this bizarre chain of events. 10 on your side's Chris Horn has the story. New tonight. Chris?
Anita, this started with an incident a day earlier. Taliaferro used to work for Lucas at her Lucas Lodge in Portsmouth. It's a residential and services center for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Police say Monday he drove his SUV through the lodge's front door, and they say Tuesday he used that vehicle to try to kill Senator Lucas. Lisa Lucas Burke says the family was already puzzled and concerned when they saw this video from their family business, the Lucas Lodge in Portsmouth. Police say James Taliaferro, a former lodge employee, confessed to being the driver. The next day, Lucas Burke says her mother, State Senator Louise Lucas, spotted the vehicle across the street and followed it to this Family Dollar a couple blocks away. She was then trying to take a picture of the license plate.
In the meantime, James is coming out the store, and he sees the senator trying to take the picture, so he gets out and he tries to run her down.
Lucas Burke says Taliaferro worked for them for 5 years until last year when he failed a background check. But his departure wasn't bitter, and Taliaferro supported the senator's political campaign. She says Taliaferro is intelligent but had been concerned about his mental state. And now Taliaferro has gone from family friend to felony defendant.
This is serious now. This is serious. This is an attempted murder.
And police have charged Taliaferro with attempted murder and other charges involving property damage. He's in jail. He has a court date next week. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
An officer with the Virginia Port Authority will stay behind bars. 51-year-old John Princeton faces more than 36 counts of child pornography. Princeton's attorney tried to appeal his bond earlier this morning, but a judge denied it, meaning he'll stay in jail until his trial. Virginia Beach police arrested Princeton last month. The Port Authority of Virginia put him on unpaid administrative leave while they investigate internally. We also learned Princeton spent nearly 2 decades as a Portsmouth police detective. His trial is set to start next month.
Well, now, from getting a Medal of Honor as a police officer to getting indicted on drug charges, a former Hampton patrolman is facing several charges in connection with a federal investigation on the peninsula.
Investigative reporter Chris Horn has more on the arrest of D'Angelo Freeman, who was hailed a hero just a few years ago, Chris.
Yeah, big difference, Anita. Freeman faces federal felony charges in connection with 10 other defendants. The government says they distributed cocaine and heroin while Freeman was still a Hampton police officer. Not long ago, Freeman received a commendation for his work. The U.S. Attorney's Office has charged 3 family members who owned the 9-round kickboxing gym in Newport News, along with Freeman and 7 others, saying they were all part of an ongoing drug trafficking operation. Alex Burnett is charged with leading the operation as part of the Bloods gang. Freeman, meanwhile, was arrested this week in Idaho. Federal government says he conspired with Alex Burnett and others to traffic cocaine and heroin, and also revealed the name of a confidential informant to the other defendants. Well, back in the spring of 2014, Freeman was awarded the Medal of Honor from Hampton Police for his performance in a fire and shooting incident that left 4 people dead on Ravenscroft Lane. Freeman received that honor during the time he's charged with being part of a drug trafficking operation. Hampton Police said today that Freeman was with the force for 7 years until last November. It's unclear why Freeman was in Idaho, where he was arrested. If convicted, he faces a mandatory minimum of 10 years and up to life in prison. Chris Horn, 10 on your side.
NFL player and Houston native Michael Bennett is expected to turn himself in. This is after being charged today with a felony. It's a felony injury to the elderly. The football star is accused of pushing a 66-year-old paraplegic woman to gain access to the field on Super Bowl Sunday last year here in Houston. Fox 26's Randy Wallace joining us live downtown with the latest developments. Randy.
Jonathan, if Philadelphia Eagles defensive end Michael Bennett thought Houston police forgot about what they say happened after last year's Super Bowl game here, he got a rude awakening. So why are the criminal charges coming now that more than a year has passed? The chief says it's due to the way they prioritize assault cases. If Bennett is convicted, he faces a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison and a $10,000 fine.
Honestly, I don't think there's a tight end in the NFL that can block me.
Philadelphia Eagles defensive end Michael Bennett obviously thinks very highly of himself. But Houston's top cop isn't that impressed with the NFL star.
We need to have respect. And quite frankly, when you are at that level in society where you're probably a multimillionaire, how about treating people with dignity? But most importantly, how about not putting your hands on a 66-year-old paraplegic?
She's a fully paraplegic. She has from mid-chest down, nothing.
Police say Bennett forcibly opened unlocked doors at the southwest corner of the stadium, even though security at the Budweiser tunnels told him he did not have access.
Not only did they have to put up with his verbal abuse, but had to put up with his physical assault.
At least 3 employees couldn't stop the football star, who allegedly shoved his way past the employees to get on the field.
Mr. Bennett then went up to a 66-year-old black female employee, again of the NRG, paraplegic, and pushed her.
The wheelchair-bound woman had to seek medical attention for her shoulder injury.
He's morally bankrupt. There's no excuse for that. None. Zero.
The Philadelphia Eagles sent us this statement. We are aware of the situation involving Michael Bennett and are in the process of gathering more information. Because this is an ongoing legal matter, there will be no more comment at this time. Reporting live from downtown, Randy Wallace, Fox 26 News.
Close to 10 in the morning, this guy casually walks up. He knocks on the front door of this Miami Gardens home. He's in full view of the highway. He looks around, and then this. He tries forcing the door open. He tries kicking it down repeatedly. A mother inside with her 2 young children, but investigators say he messed with the wrong mom.
Yes, he did. Yeah. I would do anything to protect my family.
We're not identifying that mother, but she told us she was home with her 10 and 3-year-old kids.
All of a sudden, I hear some banging noise. I thought it was maybe my dreams or something.
She says she peeked through the window and then her instincts just kicked in. She ran for the bedroom, grabbed her shotgun. She says she was shaking but ready to protect her children.
They were screaming and crying hysterically because they were afraid of either, anything happening.
But as soon as our perp breaks in, he's greeted by that shotgun.
He was running for his life. And he kept looking back and making sure that I wasn't going to just shoot him in the back.
What stopped you from killing this guy?
My kids.
You can see her pointing that shotgun and yelling at the guy. His mother now needs the public's help. Police say the suspect got away and still hasn't been found.
Special thanks to RG Channel's contributor T. Martin.
And as always, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing. Also follow us on the usual media for more interesting information on our hosts.
Channel moderators are Jer Shax and Michael Thomas. Thanks for your diligence and dedication.
Fight their asses!